Now this, I was not expecting. I am in Tunisia and I have found myself in a charming town that honestly reminds me of somewhere in Greece, Santorini, Mykonos, you name it. This place is honestly incredible and I can't wait to show you around the famous Sidi Bou Said, followed by the historical village of Carthage. They've got a lot of stalls selling all sorts of stuff, ceramics, artworks, keychains, sunglasses, plush animals. He goes, sunglasses. People here are really nice. That's one thing that I'm noticing. Everyone is really friendly. Everyone always tries to make you have the best experience in Tunisia in general. Where I was going with this whole point is that this area of Tunisia, Sidi Bou Said, was actually inspiration for a lot of famous artists like Paul Klee and a few others that you might know. And that's why up to this day, it still remains full of artworks, full of galleries. So you will find a lot of colors here. It's not just blue and white, which is the main predominant colors that you'll see here. Another cool fun fact is these things right here. You see these? These are shutters with tiny little peepholes in them, and they were originally made to keep women on the inside while still giving them the opportunity to see what laid on the outside. So yeah, hopefully not the case anymore. I'm sort of walking around now. It's not as big as I expected. It's a very small town, basically just a few streets. On our way to lunch now. And I cannot get over how immaculate everything is. Like, you can see the history and you can see the Arab influences, but everything just looks like Santorini or something a lot more European than what I expected. La Villa Bleue hotel and restaurant. This is where we're going for lunch. Recommended by a local. The door is already quite impressive. Let's see what it looks like inside. Yes, I feel like I'm back in Marrakesh, but 2.0. That's a vlog I'm gonna link below. Bonjour, est-ce que vous avez une table pour deux? Oui, bien sûr. Merci. Right next to Sidi Bou Said, you will find Carthage. Carthage is an old historical town similar to Pompeii in Italy. It also dates back around 2,000 years, so you will see remains and ruins everywhere here. It's pretty cool. If you guys know me and watch my vlogs, you probably know that I live for this kind of stuff, and I always take the opportunity to go see anything historical, anything that is indicative of how people used to live back in the day and sort of how history has played out over the last few hundred years. Here it is definitely a very vast place, so similar to Pompeii, you will have to do a bit of walking in order to see everything. It is best to do some research in advance to know exactly what you're looking at. They also have guides available at the entrance that are going to be quite pushy, and they're going to offer you their best rates, their pricing, you know, the languages they speak and so on, but feel free to just say no thank you and to keep on walking if you prefer to explore this alone. Judging by this plan right here, all of this area used to be covered. And we've got the King's Tomb over there, and then a bunch of other ones surrounding it. You can even see engravings on the floor on some of these rocks. Look at that. And that's also why you're going to see a lot of columns over here, because they were used to sustain this building, which at some point collapsed. And now you're left with this huge space that's pretty much out in the open air, but it's pretty cool to imagine how it was before when it was still closed, and I imagine a pretty grand interior. Well, as you guys know, the Romans loved their bathing ritual, so they took out an entire area of Carthage and dedicated it just thermal baths. But my personal favorite part about this specific area of Carthage is the fact that it's right on the Mediterranean Sea. Right, where I am right now is really special. You guys know I absolutely love Roman architecture, Roman structures, grand amphitheaters like this one. This is absolutely spectacular because it can accommodate 10,000 people, and it's still used to this day. Every year they do festivals here, they do concerts here. As you can see, they're preparing for something as we speak. And somehow, I'm pretty much the only person here. This is phenomenal. And the fact that you can see it laid right next to such a charming, artsy, beautiful town is, I think, a contrast that you really need to experience when you come here. Coming out of the old village of Carthage, you will see this stunningly beautiful cathedral. Unfortunately, it's closed right now, so I can't exactly go inside, but it is very, very impressive. So definitely check it out. Over here, you've got vendors selling all sorts of local trinkets, bits and pieces. And I think this is where I'm going to have to end my vlog for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed your little tour around Sidi Bou Said and Carthage, and I hope that this has inspired you to visit this part of the world because it has been absolutely epic and a journey that I, for one, did not expect. So thank you for watching, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time.